Yo! Jimmy High Roller just released a video called We Need to Have a Conversation About Wemby. Now, Wemby's past couple of videos have had Victor Wembanyama in the thumbnail, so let's see what this is about. But all I know is that Victor Wembanyama this season has been balling.
You know, I've watched a lot of basketball, seen a lot of players come and go. I've seen players take over the game, change the game, climb the mountain of NBA greats. I've seen a lot, but I have never in my life seen anything like Victor Wembanyama. And after what we've witnessed over the past week, many NBA fans, including myself, are left with a question that we didn't think we'd be asking, and certainly not this early. Is Victor Wembanyama the best basketball talent we have ever seen?
A figment of our basketball imagination.
Wemby's a different type of player, man. He's like a 2K My player.
Today's video is sponsored by
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Wait, you should have done this. You should make a video about gambling and have this as a sponsor. Okay.
What you're about to see is a play that only one person on the planet can make.
Okay. Is it a block? Another block? Bro.
Martin misses the three. Champagny secures it.
Let's see.
2 for 1 if the Spurs want it.
From way down. I reacted to this game too. Yeah, I remember this game. I reacted to
Wemby
it.
gets back-to-back blocks at the rim, then takes the ball coast to coast
Bro, this
and
man.
puts in a 30-footer.
Bro.
If you didn't see this with your own eyes, you'd think it was a work of fiction. It isn't fair, really, for a player of Wemby's size to be able to do this. But these are not highlights. This is just what his game looks like. Like this play here, where Wemby puts on a spin move from outside the elbow, and not only dunked it, he almost spun his way past the rim. Or this play here, where he has 1 foot outside of the paint on this drive. The ball already passed him at this point, and yet he somehow pins it against the glass on the opposite side.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Wemby's game makes literally no sense. This man has the defensive ability of, like, let's say Hakeem Olajuwon, and the offense of, like, a Kevin Durant type player. Like, it makes literally no sense to me how Wemby can be this good. And you know what the problem is? He's only going to get better as his career moves on. Like, this man's definitely going to be, when his career's all said and done, he's definitely going to be one of those top, like, all-time great players. People are going to rank him in the top 5, top 3 even. Like, if we're going to be that crazy. And the Spurs defense this season, already early in this season, is just crazy to me, bro.
He went from here to here in less than a second.
Yeah.
Or how about this play here, where Herb Jones draws Wemby away from the rim and gets him to bite on the fake. Victor is out of position. His back is to the ball. He's trying to guard 2 guys at the same time. Take a wild guess at how this play ends.
Wemby blocks it.
Yeah, he blocked it. But of all the reality-altering plays Wemby has made in just his first week of this NBA season, there was one play in particular that had fans around the world questioning everything they knew about basketball.
Lively.
Disgusting. That was disgusting block, man. A pull-up 3?
Dad in the driveway when you're 8 years old. What do you do?
Wemby.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. He's not a real
To answer the
person.
commentator's question, there you can do. I just watched a 7'6" demigod make a 7-footer look like a child, then take him down the court to hit him with a tween crossover behind the back step back 3 for an and 1. And in an instant, it felt like everything I knew about the game of basketball was wrong. We knew the concept of Victor Wembanyama. We saw the frame and the competitiveness, and we saw flashes of what he was capable of. And through his first 2 seasons, it felt like we saw where his game was heading. But what we witnessed in just his first 4 games of this season has blown the top off of all of that. Coming into the season, Victor was ranked as the 5th best player in the league, according to most sources. And this, to many fans, felt like a
No, I'm gonna say this. Next season, when ESPN makes this list, he's gonna be ranked 2.
gross overestimation, especially since he was sidelined for the second half of last season. Sure, we knew he was probably going to take a leap this season, but nobody was expecting this. Through 4 games, Victor is averaging 31 points,
Oh
14
my
rebounds,
God.
and 5 blocks a game on nearly 60-40-80 splits. 31, 14, and 5
Bro.
while playing only 32 minutes a night. Stats that jump off the box score as an early MVP favorite. But what has really warped my brain over the last week is just how much his stats, as incredible as they are underselling just how monumental Wemby has been. On defense, he is a black hole. Anything that comes near him is either sent away or redirected. His 5 blocks a night aren't even capturing how offenses are legitimately avoiding him and anything around the rim when he's down there. In their game against the Raptors, I counted 10 different instances where a player passed up on their drive, picked up their dribble, or
Because they don't want to get blocked by him. They don't want their field goal percentage to go down, man. Like, every time you see an NBA team face him now, they're going to make sure they far, far away from him. Like, they're making sure they don't come close to him. And I would too. I mean, he could block literally every single person in the league. And it's not funny. Like, when my Chicago Bulls face him, I'm genuinely scared.
avoided what should have been an easy look just because of Wemby's presence alone. 10 times. Look at this last one here. RJ Barrett blows past Devin Vassell, sees Wemby and just,
He's like, nah, I'd rather get a turnover.
on rifling a chest pass to his teammate standing 3 feet away from him after beating his man off the dribble. He just saw Wemby and panicked. How exactly do you measure
I
this
would too.
panic factor? Because this doesn't really show up in the box score. But you know what does? According to the NBA's head-to-head matchup tool, so far this season, Wemby has guarded 40 different players. That's
Wow.
about 10 different players each game. He's seen every look you can get. And in total, these 40 players shot 64 times throughout 4 games. Out of these 64 shots, they made 19 of them. Wemby's matchups this season have a field goal percentage of 29.7%.
Oh my God.
Nearly 21% worse than when he's not guarding them. The kid is single-handedly breaking offenses. And speaking of offense, whatever he worked on with Hakeem in the offseason, it's working. The league should have terminated those workouts the moment those photos surfaced.
Someone needs to check on Hakeem, because Hakeem's be teaching these kids too much.
Because now it's too late, and we're all in trouble. Abandoning his 3-point heavy shot selection from last season, Wemby is now working from virtually every spot on the court. He's facing up from the elbow, he's getting his back to the basket and just going over whoever's attempting to guard him. He's added this footwork to his game that is almost startling to watch, not just because of how rare this skill is in today's league, but also because no human being of his size should be able to move like that. And he's got this mid-range bag now that has really opened up his game. How exactly do you stop a player who's a good enough shooter that you have to respect his jumper and crowd him, but can also get to the rim in about 1 step from anywhere on the court? How do you stop this?
You
How do
can't.
you stop this?
Can't.
I know. You can't. Wemby is one hezzy pull-up away from being a KD Hakeem hybrid. And as twisted as it sounds, that still feels like a
Did I not just say he's bad? I called it.
selling his game short. He has been playing so out of his mind this past week, it genuinely felt like there was a mass awakening among NBA fans around the world. A fracture in basketball's timeline. Am I watching the most talented player to ever touch a basketball? Not in terms of greatness or accomplishments or any of that, but just sheer ability and potential. For a brief moment, the thought did cross my mind, but I knew that was a terrible overreaction to a great opening game and opening week. But then I saw the reactions from other fans, and the more I saw, the more I realized I wasn't alone. This reaction was almost universal. So,
He looked at Anthony Davis and treated him like an 8th grader.
He abused them. Respect to AD. He abused them.
Yep.
I never thought this way about like Jokic and SGA, even LeBron, who I think is the greatest of all time. This kid is different. I hope to God he stays healthy because he has a chance to be the greatest player of all time.
I agree, and truly a talent we've probably never.
Bro, is that Boogie? Bro, what is he doing here?
He did in that game.
My eyes are seeing something that I don't think I've seen before. That
100%.
I can't compare him to anybody For all of the years we've been watching basketball, I can't compare him to anybody.
They should call him CGI because it just doesn't
Yeah,
seem real.
brother's trying to make a nickname for him called, hey, why would we call him CGI, man? You know what I'm saying?
When you're watching.
We've never
No, like-
seen Wemby. We've never seen no shit like Wemby.
Like, I'm watching him and I'm like, I'm not really sure how you defend it. You don't really defend this.
It broke my basketball brain.
It's hard to imagine that a 21-year-old in a league stacked with the most talent it's ever had might be the best player in the world. But then you watch him play, and the idea of him being the best is easier to imagine than his actual game itself. The best way I can describe Victor Wembanyama's game is that it feels like he's a cheat code. Like he's got real life hacks and he's just shamelessly spamming them at his convenience.
He
I know
is.
He's not cheating, but he's so unfair that it feels like he is.
It's
And
oh my
personally, in all my
God.
years of watching the
You
NBA,
can't shoot
there's only
threes
been
over him
one
either.
other player that genuinely felt like he was hacking the game. As great as he was, LeBron, even at his peak, felt like he was still human. There were moments in the late 2000s where his size and speed were almost cheat code territory, but it never felt unfair. Some consider prime Kevin Durant a cheat code. 7-footer with a tight handle shooting 50, 40, 90. Absurd. Unicorn. But for me, not quite cheat code territory. Same goes for Jokic. A combination of brute strength, skill, and omnipresence that approaches the threshold but doesn't quite cross it. The only player that I've seen with my own two eyes that actually felt like he was bending and breaking the game I love
Curry?
was 2016 Steph Curry. I remember what it felt like. I remember thinking he couldn't keep it up, that he would regress back to the mean. I vividly recall watching him and thinking there is no way someone is actually this good at shooting the ball. I remember thinking to myself, I have never seen another player like this. A human cheat code. Although I didn't watch it while it was happening, prime Shaquille O'Neal is the other 21st century cheat code. A player so big and strong and athletic that it didn't matter how simple and redundant his game was. What exactly are you gonna do about it? Victor
True.
Wembanyama has now entered cheat code territory. It is simply unfair for a player to be this smooth, agile, huge, skilled, instinctive, and competitive. Where's the drawbacks? The weaknesses? I recently did a video about the advantage of size in basketball and how if a player was big enough, their size would grant them the ultimate advantage. Pair that with skill and mobility, and he would essentially break basketball. In theory, it sounds awesome, but it's just not possible. There's always going to be some limitation. They're either too big or too stiff or not skilled enough or injury prone. But after seeing what the Monks did to Wemby, I have had to readjust my brain to the fact that a player like this does in fact exist.
Bro, Wemby did some smart things over this offseason, man. He decided to go to see the Monks. Then he had to go get his footwork good and polished before the NBA season by Hakeem Olajuwon. Bro, he broke everything.
An archetype so unrealistic, even video games won't let you conjure it up. He just makes everyone else and everything else look really normal. Like, these are all giants, all freak athletes for the most part, and he makes them look like you and me. He just looks so different out there that it's like he's actually preparing for another league above the NBA, and this is just a pit stop for him to polish his game along the way. But no, it's the best league on the planet, and he's an alien not from it. Someone said this must have been how basketball fans felt when they first saw Wilt Chamberlain in the late 50s.
Probably.
And that person is probably right. A once-in-a-lifetime physical specimen that just shatters the reality of what you thought was possible on a basketball court. It's not often that players both active and retired concede that they're witnessing something they've never seen before. And this almost never happens, where young fans, old fans, the media, everyone is anointing a player who has yet to turn all their talents into something worthy of hoisting above their head. But the reactions we're seeing to Wemby's game and his talent are not exaggerated. They're not premature. Victor Wembanyama is here, and he really is just that good.
Wow. That's over, man. It's over. Well, here's my takes. Wemby is a modern day Wilt Chamberlain. What do you guys think? Next video.